Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Today we're going to be evaluating another order to seal that was entered on the public record on the 24th of March 2023. This has to do with an order sealing a warrant that was issued, documents returned, and presumably an inventory relative to 1122 King Road. That is the location where the crimes occurred. The motion to seal, which this order is based on, was filed by Ms. Jennings on February 22nd, 2023. It's asking the court for permission to file, apparently, this warrant, the documents that were returned, the inventory for 1122 King Road under seal. How did the court rule? Well, the court granted that motion. But the court stated here in the order of the 24th of March 2023 that the matter came before the court, that's the motion, on March 14th, 2023, on the state's motion to seal or redact. And this has to do with the warrant for 1122 King Road. We know that because it's in the style of the order. The hearing was held via Zoom. Ashley Jennings appeared on behalf of the state of Idaho, and Taylor appeared on behalf of Mr. Kohberger. The court then said the court reviewed the records, considered the arguments presented, weighed the interest in privacy and public disclosure, and announced its findings of fact on the record. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call your attention to the public docket. If you look at March 14th, 2023, and all dates prior to then, you will find absolutely no notice of hearing, much less findings of fact on the record. So the public was not aware that this hearing ever even happened until this order was entered. And this is not the first time that this has occurred. You will recall in prior episodes, we discussed the fact that, by way of example, there was a conference that was heard on the 27th of January, 2023, regarding a potential conflict of interest that we only learned about when the minutes were unsealed regarding that hearing, redacted, however, and that happened on March 1st, 2023. There was no notice of any conference. In fact, you'll recall in another episode that we previously proffered in this series that one of the attorneys, private attorney for the Goncalves family, expressed concern. They only learned about this conference, this hearing, on the 27th of January because they had attended a meeting with the prosecutor's office. So here we see that there was yet another hearing that the public had no notice of, that there are apparently rulings that were made on the record in the form of some type of minutes that is not on the record publicly. The court is basing these matters in her ruling, and then she gives her reasons why the warrant for 1122 King Road should remain under seal. First, the documents contain highly intimate facts or statements, the publication of which would be highly objectionable to a reasonable person. Two, the documents contain facts or statements that might threaten the safety or endanger the life or safety of individuals. Three, it is necessary to preserve the right to a fair trial. Four, disclosure would constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy. And five, production of such records would disclose investigative techniques and procedures. There continues to be this unanswered question of if the only defendant who's ever been arrested in this case is behind bars and has been continuously since the 30th of December 2022, how anyone's safety could be threatened. But we see this coming up time and time again in orders and in motions. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude this episode. I hope to see you again here at the Indie Zone.